Greetings and welcome back to another video of me, Zenzul. I hope you're well today. We've got a lovely, intense Warsong Gulch battle today up against the Russian team. It was a good match to play in. Hopefully, you'll find it's a good match to watch. Shall we roll the credits? Boom. Okay, so here we are in Warsong Gulch on Sankrotis, of course, my beautiful Warlock. We're running a couple of pieces of sudden onset and one piece of retaliatory fury. Yeah, getting inevitable demise has been a bit of a ball ache, but okay, so here we go. Let's get it on. As I previously stated, we're up against a very competent Russian team in this BG, and it was fast and furious and pretty intense game. Actually, enjoyed it a lot, hell of a lot. Yeah, so the Russians always have this tactic. Germans do to a point, but the Russians certainly stick to this in every Warsong Gulch battle, where one guy goes to the flag and the rest of the team just sort of keeps you away from ramp and tunnel, which is a good tactic. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a good old tactic. So we get the circle down. As you can see, they got a couple of rogues. I don't ever remember seeing these rogues, apart from once, I think, when he was carrying the flag. But yeah, so there's Paladin around a lot. He was jumping in the fight and giving it some. Fair play to him. Wasn't afraid to die. I like his style. That's what this game's all about, you know. You've got to die in this game. It's the bread and butter of it. Yeah, I've also started, due to the fact that the really bad defensives on Warlocks, Affliction Warlocks especially. I don't really play the other two specs too much. I've decided to pick up some third wind potions, which I don't ever use potions in BGs. I never ever have. But I'm getting so bloody sick of dying to melee so quick. I died to a Ret Paladin yesterday in about 2 or 3 globals, and I thought, sod this. I've got nothing to protect myself, so I thought I'm going to get some third wind potions, which restores 50% of your health. And as I said, I've never been a potion player. I've never been like a salt water potions and stuff like that. But I decided to get some. I've got so many marks of wonders, I've got nothing to spend them on, so that's what we did. So here we're just sort of, people say I don't fight mid, but you need to have the mid. If you don't have mid, then you generally 9 out of 10 don't get the flag back, because all they do, you get a flag, and they got mid, so they can just run straight through you. So it's important to get mid, and especially in these games, it kind of sizes up the teams. So their guy's got the flag at the moment. We haven't picked up at all, which is a little bit worrying. There was people not really wanting to go flag. I got a little bit lucky here. One of their priests got a flag, and I managed to return. Get on this feral druid. About 4 or 5 of us on here, so that's all good. Yeah, he goes down pretty quick. I don't see a lot of ferals lately. It's a shame. I always get a little bit sad when there's certain classes you don't see. You don't see a hell of a lot of warlocks around these days, but it's a little bit sad when that happens. You know, because obviously they're not flavour of the month, and people aren't really playing them. And I don't know. I just wish this game could be balanced, so everyone could play whatever class they wanted, rather than saying, "Well, I can't play that because it's crap." Yeah. Oh well, it's not my game. I just play it. But then saying that, you know, I play a class that's very much a PvE class at the moment, in my opinion. Well, certainly spec-wise. I don't really know how they do in PvE. I don't do it. So, as you can see, yeah, we're pretty much stomping them on mid, and this is a very close game, quite intense match, and not just sort of bigging it up, but I always like playing the Russians because they never give up, and I like that about them. And hello to all my Russian subscribers out there. I've got quite a few, so yeah, I hope they enjoy this game as well. And so I'm just putting spread out as usual, just trying to do what Warlocks do, Get some nice heals in this BG, so kudos to healers as well. Herald Druid's trying to tackle ours. We try and get him away. Get a few unstables on him, and down he goes. Paladin's back. He's got wings up, and again we'll try and get him down. He gets, I think it's a nice heal here from his boys. So yeah, now both teams have picked up, which is cool. Just again doing some spread, just trying to keep my dots up, and looking obviously for the healers. I could sense myself being a little bit trouble here. This is, you know, thinking, right, I need to retreat a little bit, get back onto that priest. I think he goes down here, or maybe he runs away. I don't remember. Then he's got a Demo Warlock here. Thinking, right, let's do some damn on him. I think he goes down here pretty quick. Oh, he might get saved as well. No, he goes. Onto the priest again. He gets gripped in. Gets some unstables up, and death bolt up. 6k. Woot. Yeah, okay. We've got no dark glare up, but here's what it is. There's a balanced druid in here called X-Play, who was doing a lot of damage. Here my positioning wasn't great. I realised I needed to get out of the way of this, and I started to run away in a minute when that paladin comes down, and I realised I've got nothing. I've got no nitro boots or nothing, so I figured, shit, I need to get out of this. But then I realised that they've got both ends of the field. They've got the defence and the offence pretty much sorted. As you can see, they've only got one player dead at the moment, and I kind of thought, well, sod it, I'm gonna die. I knew I was gonna die. You know when you're gonna cop it. So I thought I'll try and get some spread out before I do. That's what I tried to do. Yeah, always on a loser there. But of course, you know, if you're a turret class, you know, what can you do in that situation? You can either stand and fight, or, well, just stand and die, really. All three, which is what I did. But I prefer to just try and get a little bit of damage out before you go. You know, that's what it's all about. So we've got a little bit of a res timer. So at this point, with 8 minutes to go, it's still very close, still very intense game. You say it's all quite close combat. You know what I mean? There wasn't much going off apart from in the mid. You know, I think there was one situation where I did retreat back just to help out our defence, but that will probably come later. Oh, there's one of those rogues. Yeah, I didn't really see it. Normally, I think it's because obviously it's obligatory as a warlock that you see rogues quite often, due to the fact they're usually behind you trying to kill you. But in this one, I didn't. And thank you very much for both of you rogues. Dick Pick. He's actually name is Dick Pick. Brilliant. And Rimroga. Kudos, Dick Pick. I like it. I didn't even notice that until I said it. Yeah. So sounds like a lovely boy. So it's just trying to get some spread out. Didn't really. He turtled. One of our guys turtled that. I don't know. Unfortunately, pulled him back out of it. So they picked up again. Again, we've controlling mid, which is good. Please note, if you play a priest, to stick up. We've got two priests, and neither of them stick up fortitude. Come on, really. So okay, dick pics on flag duties, and little gnome rogue. I think he goes down anyway. So all our guys are sort of standing here. As you can see, there's one or two balanced druids in here. I think there's three. Might be a one healer. I think there's three. There's a priest in here. I've got to a point now where I see them at 120, and that's it. You know, just whatever situation the priest finds himself in, whether he's on 5k health, I'll try and burn him down as quickly as possible, because they are indeed very important to teams. And you know, if you leave them alive, they can come back and bite you in the arse later on. They drop the flag, we've got that back. So as you can see, we're playing well. We're playing well as a team. You have to be at it to beat the Russians most of the time. This Paladin's got a little bit of Asperger's. I think he's all over the he's all over the shop, as they say. So again, we're just trying to secure mid, back onto that demo Warlock. Trying to get some stables on him. I don't think he lasts long. The Feral again is trying to hit one of our healers. Yeah, so good. All good stuff. I thought I'd put in chat here, flag people, because no one's going flag. It's kind of like it's one of those situations where you have 10 players on each side, neither really wants to go flag. Here we have got flag, actually. Point completely dismissed my point. I think one of our monks has got the flag, and I see him, there he is, just going into the base. I do apologise. I played this yesterday, so I don't remember everything. The Sin Hunter going, and I took myself out of the fight here because I thought, oh Jesus, he might be able to pull that out of the bag. Although he didn't have a lot of health, I think 86k. I was thinking, well, I'm not sure if the monk would be able to get him down, but we managed to cap. And then I thought, well, sod it, I'm up halfway up the ramp, so I might as well just go and see if he's going to try and pick it up. But I think our monk kills him, so he's a healer. There you go. BFA, eh? It's not what you know, it's what you play. And yeah, so he goes down pretty damn quick from that healer. I think he was a healer. He hasn't done a lot of DPS if he's not. But I do remember getting cocooned, so he must have been a healer somewhere along the line. So obviously back into the fight. That took me out the battle a little bit, which I was afterwards I was a little bit annoyed about, because obviously it's not exactly that exciting to watch that bit of play. But back in anyway. So back on the Feral. Then obviously I see the Paladin come back. He's got wings up, so I try and stay out of the way. He comes after me, and realises that my other team players, which fair play to them, they've all sort of helped me out. Yeah, I didn't want to use Dark Glare there because I only had dots on one guy, and I sort of there's no point in you wasting a 3-minute cooldown when you got one guy on a Death Bolt instead. So we're just sort of working on getting through a game. So we're 1-0 up at this point, which is cool. Again, we're playing really well as a team, and it's obviously quite difficult to do in a random BG, because normally, I don't know, all it takes is 1 or 2 people not really to be taking it that seriously. I'm not saying it's like a, you know, Congress or anything, but I like to take my, when I'm playing my BGs, I like to take them seriously at max level anyway, because I think by that point you should really know what you're doing with your class to a point. So yeah, so we're just working through on these. One of their guys has picked up, I think Dick Pick picked up again. Dick Pick picked up again. There we go. Try and say that when you've had a few sherbets. It's only the 2 healers alive. The Spurg Paladin comes back. Yeah, so again he comes after me because obviously it's the easy kill of the day. But I use my 3rd win there just to get my health back a bit, which I think, I would say, saved my life a little bit. I don't want to be using 3rd wind. I don't want to be using it. Again, he's come back for me. As I said, because they know how easy it is to kill a Warlock. But with the defences the way they are, you know, you need a little bit of help. Thought it was going down here, but I do manage to get away from this situation. Yeah, get some heals, and that's good. Then a Warlock starts Chaos Bolt in my face, and that's not very nice of him. So I'm trying to work on this Paladin, get a circle down. Again he comes back, Shadow Locked, Shadow Locked, Shadow Locked. Okay, I'm just trying to drain life. Yeah, so I've been trying to work towards getting some Inevitable Demise pieces, but I've only got 1, and It's on a really shit bit of gear, so well, it is what it is. There he goes, I think. So yeah, we capped again. Happy days. We've got about a minute left in the BG. I was getting absolutely hammered by that Destruction Warlock. He was really putting some damn on my face. And luckily I've got a heal. Trying to drain life, then I've got cocooned here. So yeah, nice bit of healing. Survival Hunter coming in. Just work on him. I think he was on. What was he? Was he a fire mage? Yeah. So there we go. Cleared out mid again. So that's what it's all about there in this BG. It's you know, never think that owning the mid is not a good tactic, because it really is. If you own the mid, I think psychologically it works in your favour too. If you own mid, then people tend to think, oh no, we're not going to be able to get through this. And there you go. We won the BG. Well, I hope you enjoyed that nice little intensive battle. I certainly did. If you did, click the little bell. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. And why not, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.